gentlemen. Speaking of coals, some are hard to get started, like a car I used to have. I'd step on the starter and... But Olga coal starts like my new 1941 model. Why? That's easy, too. You see, each lump of Olga coal is just brimful of heat. That's what makes this coal burn so freely. So if there should be a long spell of mild weather, you let the furnace fire go out, don't worry. When some chilly days come again, it's no trouble at all to start a fresh fire with Olga and to have heat up in a jiffy. That's why it will pay you to order a supply right now and get the goods of America's largest selling Pocahontas this spring. You can either find your Olga dealer in the classified phone book under Olga, spelled O-L-G-A, or you can write to this station for his name and phone number. Whichever you do, remember Olga coal. Now, here's the Hermit.
Weird stories. And murders, too. The Hermit knows of them all. Turn out your lights. Turn them out. Have you heard this story from another world? While the Hermit tells you the story.
From sky. Wall of fire. It will come right to my field. Oh, man. Something falls from sky. Martha! 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 Something falls from sky and hit field. Martha, come here. Come here, quick.
What happened? Hurry, quick, what happened?
Something field. It falls from sky.
What is it?
Come see. Oh, the good Lord. He be kind to me. It come down like wall of fire. Only a little way from track till it hit the earth.
I hear you come, but I see nothing come from sky. But something shake house like for explode just before you come.
See, up ahead. There it be. Was the tractor I might for be killed. Look.
Oh, my. John, do not watch.
It be still warm.
It is not burning.
It be like stone. Here, put hand on it.
What?
Now, what they call these things that fall from sky?
Shooting stars. In papers I read about them. Or they are important things. You might drive into town and you tell Mr. Link in free state.
Yeah, I go right away. I tell him for how it nearly fallen tractor and killed me. I heard of them things before. They call them meteors.
How big is this stone, John?
Oh, it will weigh 100 pounds. It lie half buried in earth. Came down like a ball of fire. It made hissing sound. And then it strikes the ground with big bang. My wife, she thinks maybe it be explosion.
You better go tell the paper about it. I think some of the men who study these things will buy it from you.
Oh, they can have stone that nearly killed me. I be afraid of these things. I remember in old country, they tell me it is bad omen. I know like, they can have stone. I want sheep to be taken out of field. I not want nothing there that nearly killed me.
Yes, this must be the farm. Certainly located out in a wild waste of land. Well, the house doesn't look so bad. Now, if they let me stay here for a few days. Yeah, that be my name.
I'm Nita Lane of the Brown Geological Society.
You come in, please?
Yes, thank you. Oh, what a nice farm home you have.
Thank you. We be work hard for make what we got. Some year crops be good and there'll be something left over to buy for house.
Very nice.
You come in the living room and sit down, huh?
Well, let's sit here in the kitchen. It's so very pleasant.
Take it out, please.
Thank you.
I make you cup coffee, huh?
Mrs. Newt, as you no doubt guessed when I told you I was from the Brown Geological Society, I've come as a representative of my society to examine the meteorite which has fallen on your property.
Oh, so many people come to see. They climb through my man's field. He be worried. Even in night, we make dream big stone. She be bad on.
Oh, he mustn't worry about that. And if Mr. Newt will allow us, we'll buy the meteor from him. You see, I've driven a truck. We'll engage some men from nearby to help, and in a day's time, we'll have it loaded and drawn away.
Oh, that be good.
And so I must ask if you'll allow me to room and board with you here for a day or so?
Oh, sure, that be good to get company. Now I make coffee.
Ah, that sounds good. While you're getting it ready, I'll go out to the truck and bring in my luggage.
Miss Payne, you like piece apple pie?
Oh, indeed I do. I'm not going to count calories for 2 whole days.
Oh, my Johnny, you know it.
Oh, better have some, Mr. Newt. It's delicious.
The appetite. It be gone, by golly.
What lady, she tell you, John? Blackstone, she's been on my car.
That's right, Mr. Newt. There are no superstitions connected with them anymore. Science has exploded all of that.
She tell you, John.
Long ago, people thought the meteors that fell from the sky meant that the good and the bad angels were having a fight and throwing rocks at each other.
I don't know. Something he be tell me in dream. This be bad omen.
Well, look. Each of these meteors has been moving through space for ages, and they'd still be pursuing their orbit around the sun if they hadn't collided with the Earth.
Once this stone was poured here on our field, it go around the sun?
Yes, Mrs. Newt, in obedience to the law of gravitation.
You learn all this in your study?
We're learning more and more all the time.
That'd be funny work for girls to do.
You think so?
You're not married?
Very soon I shall. And the boy I'm going to marry works in the same institute as I do.
That is fine, eh, Johnny?
Yeah. Please excuse me, missus. I got work for to do in barn.
Yes, this sad. From the morning stone falling field, my Johnny act like this here. So funny. Talk by night and sleep, but in daytime he say nothing at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the time before, he's so jolly.
Well, don't you worry now, Mrs. Newt. Tomorrow morning, the men your husband has engaged will be here. We'll get busy with the hacksaws, the ropes, and all the paraphernalia I brought with me. By late afternoon, the work will be finished. The next morning, I'll be on my way to the city. There'll be nothing more for Mr. Newt to worry about. The meteorite will be gone.
Sam told the truth, all right. This stone is some size. You poured this piece stone off, is that right, miss?
That's right. I'll make a test examination of the stone in the house this evening.
But this is the biggest one that ever fell from the sky.
Oh, no. There was one that fell in southwest Africa some years ago that weighed nearly 50 tons.
Think of that, John. The stone that size has really done some damage to your field. Sure, by golly. I be think of nothing. Only that I want this thing she be take away. Look how it born maple trees by edge of field. Such a thing got to be bad. What are the things made of?
Iron, mostly. One was found in Russia once that was composed largely of carbon. There, you've got that part sawed through. I'll take it and put it over here out of the way. I think now you can start shoveling so we can get ready to put the stone on the truck. Don't think you'll need me anymore. I'll go up to the house and have a look at the piece we've sawed off. If you want me, keep the horn on the truck.
Yes, miss. For the life of me, I can't see why anyone would want to buy a stone like this. You should have kicked me. It's paying us well for the day's work. One man could have taken care of it, all right? So sooner it be out of field, the better I like. Never in my life have I seen anyone get so worked up over a thing like a stone as John. Never in my life. It falls out of the sky. It not got belong here on earth. The rain falls from the sky, doesn't it? Certainly say it belongs here. Look at John. He trembles every time he looks at it. He shouldn't be afraid.
What is you be look through?
Special type of lens. There's something very strange about this formation. Very strange. I can't believe my eyes.
You break up stone?
Yes. It's like no part of a meteor I've ever examined before. An idea it's going to be a very valuable study. I must be seeing things.
What do you mean?
Beyond comprehension.
That be something very funny?
Yes. Look, Mrs. Newt.
I don't know what you see.
I'm not sure myself, but it looks like...
It looks very pretty. It feels like any stone from field.
This discovery will startle the entire world. Only once before has there been any such discovery, and science has scoffed at it.
Look at it. And then where you put down. It's like black spot.
Yes, I see. It's burned the table. I can't understand.
Black hole. It makes black hole.
Have you a board of some kind I can put it on?
Sure, in kitchen I be got pastry water. I get for you.
Strange. Why would it make a charred place on the table without making any fire? Well, the excitement of the discovery does set me up. How's it terribly warm? My throat's parched. Face feels so hot. Mrs. Newt, may I have a glass of water?
Like me, you got feel so warm.
Yes.
We got only a little bit heat in the house. But me too. I can feel so warm.
I'm so warm I can't breathe.
I feel faint. Drink water. I can drink, but she's not help. Now I feel weak. Like I gotta sit down in a chair. This be very foolish. I've been so thirsty yet.
Sit still. I get the water this time myself. Oh. Well, my strength is gone. It's very difficult to walk. Here, drink the water, Mrs. Newt.
Yeah. My hands. And your hands. Oh, black as it burned.
Go on.
My hands. And your hands. Oh, black as it burned. Oh, something terrible's happening to us. I must get to the door. You must call your husband. I must get to the door. Mr. Newt, come here. Help!
Oh, it's no use. I can't make him hear me. My strength is gone. We're burning up with fever.
Water.
What's the matter?
Johnny, water.
Your face all black. Your hands.
Get us water.
What's not so black? Your face is black. Your hands black.
Hurry, Johnny.
Here. What did you drink? What happened? Tell me, what happened?
Get her in on the bed. Call it up.
Here, Mike. I lift you up. I
put you on bed.
Go on.
All time I have dreamed something we're wrong. As luck she's come to us. Her face and arms so black.
Jungle. Then
I hurry to couch.
Miss Jane.
I help her to couch.
Oh.
I will carry you to couch now. You big, very sick woman, too. Something terrible has happened to you and my wife. You too. You're men here, all right. My throat is so dry.
You too. All of us burning up inside. And our flesh turning black.
So what?
There's no help. No help. No
Is there no help for the three that are suffering from this strange malady, eh? Their skin turning black, their throats parched. And what has caused it, eh? What did Rita Hayne discover in the part of the meteor she brought into the house? The Hermit will tell you before the night is done.
Sometimes this time of year, your furnace fire may behave like a shooting star. You know what I mean. You keep it banked down for a couple of days, then comes a cold snap. You look in the firebox, see a faint glow, open the draft, but nothing happens. The fire has disappeared. The furnace is out. With Olga coal, that's not likely to happen, because Olga can stay banked for days without going out. There's so much heat-producing carbon in this fine coal that it holds its fire extra well, simply smoothes along until you want more heat again. Then you open the dampers, and almost in a matter of minutes, up comes a flood of delightful warmth. You ought to try a load of Olga, because it's as easy to have around as it is to burn. Olga is clean. It's one of the smokeless coals given a special dustless treatment at the mine, the only Pocahontas treated by the famous Olga process. Stay tuned in, and at the end of this program, and I'll tell you exactly how to find your Olga dealer, as soon as you solve tonight's mysterious doings, along with the Hermit.
It is the midnight hour of the same day, and in the city, the fiancé of Rita Hayne has awakened his roommate from a sound slumber.
Wake up.
What?
Wake up.
Oh, for gosh sake, why the dickens have you got all the lights turned on?
You've got to come with me.
God, for heaven's sake.
What's happened? Get dressed. Hurry. I've got to know where I'm going first. It's Rita. What's happened to her? I don't know. Did someone call? Listen, Dick. You know how worried I was earlier this evening when she didn't call me? Yeah? She promised she'd call tonight and let me know she was starting home. Yeah, I know all about that. What's happened? There wasn't any phone at that farmhouse. We knew that before she left. But she said she'd go to the nearest phone and call. Tell me what's happened. When we first turned off the lights and went to bed, I dreamed she was calling to me for help. Listen, Scott, I'm going back to sleep. You're doing nothing of the kind. Listen. I dreamed that twice. And then, just a few minutes ago, I saw her standing over this bed. I heard her voice calling to me for help. But gosh sake, you don't expect me to get dressed and go out to that farm with me. Start now? It's over 300 miles from here. That's the point. She needs me. We can't waste a second. Get dressed. Please, Dick, for my sake. Why don't you wait until morning? Why don't you wait until she tells you in the flesh, not in dreams, that she needs help? Okay, Scott, anything you say. I'll sure be happy when you two say I do. Where are my shoes? Sure, hurry. You know I wouldn't ask you to do this. Just in an ordinary dream I had. What's the difference? Ordinary dreams are nightmares. Neither one of them mean anything. You're a scientist, you know that. Nothing like this has ever occurred in my life before. I tell you, I saw Rita standing over me. Her face was all twisted in pain. Okay, Scott, I'll go with you. I can see you're upset. But I still say it's a mean trick to play on a guy, jetting him up in the middle of the night. The last station attendant said to turn on this next road. I remember. A right turn. It's getting light now. Be able to see a lot better from now on.
Take it slow now. Should be along here anytime, according to that man we talked to in town. Hey, look. There's the Brown Institute truck sitting in the yard. This is the house. West. Rita's going to have the surprise of her life seeing us drive in at 6 o'clock in the morning. And the people who live here, they'll think...
I don't care what they think as long as Rita's all right.
No one up here yet. Barnyard animals are calling for breakfast. Funny, I always thought farm folks got up at the break of day. What do we do now?
We'll go up to the door and wake them up.
Just as you say. I'm looking forward to a good old-fashioned farm breakfast.
Guess there isn't anyone up.
Can't see anyone through the door.
Guess they can't hear us.
Maybe we ought to go around to the kitchen door.
Rita! Rita! Wait, I'm going to try the door. It's not locked.
Hello? Anyone here?
Rita!
Scott,
What is it?
stay where you are.
Get out of my way.
Listen, there are 2 people lying on the kitchen floor.
Where? Merciful heaven. Rita.
All turned black.
Rita.
God,
This isn't Rita. I hear her voice from somewhere else.
God, do not touch my body lying there.
The lips aren't moving.
Do not touch anything in this house.
Her voice speaking to us.
Tell them to burn the house down, to burn the bodies with it. Do not touch the meteor in the trunk, the section of it on the table, or our blackened bodies.
Rita.
Listen to what I say, for my voice will soon fade. I called you to save me, but it was too late. I've been given the power to speak that I may save you from destruction. The meteor, Scott, in it there was a fossil formation. It fell from an earth where life was far more advanced than on this planet.
Great heaven.
It came from a world that suffered a sudden death. A world burned by fire. An evil world.
But how?
And in the animal formation inside the meteor that we 3 touched, there is still the power of evil.
The meteor.
Go away, Scott. Tell them to burn the house and the blackened bodies you look upon. We were destroyed by the evil fire.
Rita.
Destroy us by the fire of this earth. Destroy us and go away.
Rita.
Steady, Scott.
We heard her voice.
We did.
But she's dead. She lies here dead.
Yes. Her voice came, perhaps to save the whole world from destruction. Come, Scott. There's nothing we can do for them. We must find the authorities and tell them our story. And so that's the story, Mr. Calvin.
If it were anyone but you 2 boys who had witnessed and heard, I could not believe the story. Scott, my heart goes out to you.
Thank you, sir.
And yet, if Rita's voice had not pierced the veil from beyond, many on the earth might have suffered a similar destruction. The house has been burned, the truck destroyed, and the stone carefully lowered into the earth.
2 men of the community had worked on the load with the meteor, the truck, that day, Mr. Calvin. Neither of them suffered from the encounter with it.
No, that is true. But as you told of the things that were said to you, as you looked upon the piece of the meteor lying on the table, the part containing the animal formation, it became clear that it was only by touching it, or the bodies that had touched it, that there could be death.
Yes. That's the way Rita explained it when her voice came to us.
A planet overtaken by a terrible disaster. A planet of evil. A world that suddenly dies. A world where a certain kind of man has lived is hurled to destruction.
Still carrying its evil powers.
While here on this earth, the men of science reckon and ponder when it will happen to our world. When suddenly we too may suffer the same fate. The same horrible fate.
The part of the planet that fell on this earth is now. It will bring no more destruction to this earth. And the voice of Rita Haynes came to save others from the same horrible death. That no other innocent people might meet the same fate. Turn on your lights. Turn them on.
You have just listened to the 294th story by the Hermit, made possible through the courtesy of the Carter Coal Company, producers of Olga Coal, and your Olga dealer. Be sure to order Olga Coal by name. That's the only way you can be sure of getting this particular coal mined from a single seam. No other coal is quite like Olga. And when delivery is made, look for the Olga guarantee seal on the delivery ticket. It's your final assurance of getting genuine Olga coal. If you can hear this program, you should find an Olga dealer near you. Leading coal dealers in towns and cities from Minnesota to Maine, from Ontario to the Carolinas, supply their customers with Olga. In many cities, you can locate your Olga dealer by turning to the coal section of your classified telephone directory. There you will find the dealers listed under Olga, spelled O-L-G-A. In other cities, you can obtain the name of your Olga dealer by writing to the station to which you are listening. Remember, Olga is one of the smokeless coals given a special dustless treatment at the mine, the only Pocahontas treated by the famous Olga process. Olga combines so many good qualities in one coal that it's America's largest selling Pocahontas.
And the Hermit has more stories for you. Listen in again next week for my hounds howling. I'll tell you the story of the possessed. I'll be back close and true.